Healer. How's everybody doing out there? I hope you are having a blessed day. I had to get my setup going here to try to share some messages with you guys. I keep seeing the number 23, so something is definitely trying to block me from, getting out there. But whatever, no weapon formed against me shall prosper, right? I hope everybody's having a good day. I wanted to share some messages with you to help anybody out there who is going through some things today. Let's see if I can split this over here in the comments. Go ahead and give me a hey, how you doing? I'm still trying to figure out how to be able to see stuff when I'm on here, because I don't know how to respond to the comments yet. I feel old some days. I wanted to share some messages out there with you guys, just to give some messages of the divine. Hear the birdies out there, hear the crows, hear all kinds of different birdies. Let me know if this message resonates with you. Thought I would just channel some messages from the divines. I'm hearing such beautifulness from the birds and nature and human nature. Let's see. Liberation. I'm seeing a dragonfly. Somebody who's been out there having a hard time putting everything they can into it and nothing's working for you. Your time's coming. The perpetrator who's going against you, it's gonna be their time. The divine showing up and showing out for you. I see a lot of green. Green is the color of the heart. Green is the color of Archangel Raphael. Green is the color of healing. I see a lot of healing coming in for you guys. I'm hearing even if the doubts and the fears show up, push them out of the way, because if you show up every day, those doubts and the fears are always going to be there, but your things are going to start going your way. I'm hearing you don't have to believe those doubts and fears, because those were just programmed into you so you would stop showing up. Because once you stop showing up, that's when the darkness can take over, is when you're not showing up, because there's no competition if you don't show up, right? Thank you. Thank you. I'm a woman though, and I am a reverend. But somebody needed to hear that message out there today. I'm also seeing a lot of butterflies. Butterflies they're a spiritual sign of transformation. You have to go be a beautiful butterfly. You have to be the caterpillar before you're the butterfly. Let me know if that resonates with you in the comment section. Some of you are going through the stage of coming out of the chrysalis, and you're about to be a butterfly, but nobody can help you out of it, unfortunately, because if they did, they'd tear your wings. So spirit is someone you need to really hold on tight to right now. Some of you have a lot of fears because I'm seeing just this piece of cotton just floating right now as I'm saying this. Some of you have a lot of fears out there that hold you back, and fear of not trusting people is a big thing. And Spirit says you don't have to trust humans, but you need to have faith and trust in a higher power, whether you call it divine, source, God, angels, whatever floats your boat. It's all about having a higher power. I'm an interfaith, prophetic, interfaith, spiritual being. My only religion is love. I worry about sharing love and light. That's my main concern, is just sharing the love and light with others, because there's so many people out here that are going through darkness, and it's just crazy how many people are going through the darkness and putting a brave face on every day, and you wouldn't know. So never judge a book by its cover. If you're in the comments, let me know. Say hey. I'm just giving out faith messages right now. And if what I'm saying resonates with you guys, then go ahead and hit up my other channel, Prophetic Ministry of Light. That's my new spiritual church. That it's official. It's not just a YouTube church, it's an actual church. And I just saw 7-Eleven as I said that. So I have an interfaith message every Saturday or Sunday, and I'm seeing a spider literally above my head. That's crazy. And I'm hearing it's a tangled web that we weave. I'm not a fan of spiders, and spiders are a sign of ancestors, and I ask my ancestors to please stop coming in the form of spiders, because they freak me out. You would have to be a spider. Building a spider web right over my head. That's nice. Wish Charlotte would go to another tree and build a web. I've gotten better about spiders because I know they are part of the ancestors, and so now I don't whack them with my shoe anymore. I actually let them hop on board in my broom and take them outside. It's a whole thing when a spider shows up in my house. It's a whole thing. But I feel like the spiders are smarter than we think, because every spider that I have lent the broom out to, and not just went and whacked it with it and lent the brush out to and told them to hop on, they did, and they didn't jump off. And they held on the whole ride down the hall and everything. So it's that fear of, we all, let me know if you have a fear of spiders, but a lot of us have a fear of things that we don't understand. But, if it was created, it's part of nature, it was here for a reason. And I found out also that spiders are in your house because they got lost. They took a wrong turn. So they're more afraid of you than you are them, but it's that initial fear and that panic. And I just did a sermon, an interfaith spiritual sermon. You can check it out on my lives. I started doing my lives here, and then I moved them over to my Prophetic Ministry of Light page. But so that one's on that page in the lives. But if you I did a whole sermon on anxiety and fear. And then I just did a video. You can check out my videos. It has the link to my other channel too. And I just think it's funny, like a habit you have. Oh, okay. I thought somebody was asking me a habit I have. I'm like, what? I don't even remember asking about a habit. The sermon though, I just made a video, and my qualm about YouTube Shorts is that you can create this awesome YouTube short, and no matter how many times you double check your short, you mess something up. And so if you go on any of my stuff, I just saw 1113. If you see, I literally put Psalm 24:3 instead of Psalm 23:4 at a dyslexic moment. And I used to be very into perfectionism. Like, if I messed up a single thing, didn't dot an I or misspelled something, I would just erase it and go do it. And so all my time was squandered on redoing all these videos. And I've learned through my healing journey, because I've been healing, like actually getting up and doing the work healing, not just doing pretending or just saying I'm healing. I've actually been doing it since 2018 and getting up and doing it every day. And I learned through the healing process that we're not meant to be perfect, and who cares? I just leave stuff up, make a note about it, and just keep it moving, because it's not worth my time to redo a whole new video because I switched something. I instead take it as a divine synchronicity. Of maybe I was supposed to do my video on Psalm 24:3. So instead of being critical, I've learned to look into the meaning of what the mistake is, and I'm seeing 1313. It's a sign of completion. If you break it down, it goes to the number 4. 4 is a number of foundation. 4 is also a path life number, which I have. 4 is a number of stability and being a worker. Let me know if any of this resonates in the comment section with you. I'm just sitting here chatting, sharing some divine thoughts, encouraging y'all to go check out my Prophetic Ministry of Life. It's my new church. Let's get back into these messages. The Prophetic Ministry of Life, my new Interfaith church that I have. I base things on The 4 Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. If you haven't read this book, go read it. It's pretty awesome. And it's the 4 agreements. Don't make assumptions. Don't take anything personal. Always do your best. And what is the other one? Be impeccable with your word. I'm going to share some messages right here. Thank you, Divine, for being here with me. Thank you for this beautiful day, and please let the person on the other end of this live receive this message with love and light, and help them have a better day, because I can feel somebody's got a lot of anxiety on the other side. Anxiety of things that aren't going to work out. And just know that if it's supposed to work out, it will, no matter what you do. The Divine will always find a way. If it's not supposed to work out, let your tower fall, because you're probably holding on to something that's not meant for you. And if you keep holding on to that, that blessing that's supposed to come through is going to be stuck, because God's not going to bless you around snakes. So sometimes if things aren't working out, you need to look at, what am I holding on to that I'm not supposed to be holding on to? It's like I see this big log in your river. It's like and I'm seeing a bunch of beavers like building a dam. So when you're holding on to the things that you're not supposed to hold on to, you're basically putting a bunch of beavers in your dam to create a block. And that's like way back in the day in Florida, they tried to get rid of all the beavers because they were building dams. But if you look a little further than them just being a nuisance, you'll know that beavers are they're the ones that know how to get the water to where it's supposed to be. So obviously it was not a very good idea to try to get rid of all the beavers. Or like they need to understand that they're doing it for a reason. So sometimes you need to stop trying to force things. I'm hearing you need to stop trying to force things. Every time I start speaking to spirit, my nose itches like Samantha off of Bewitched. It's because spirit's a vibration. Alright, I want to enjoy heaven on earth. And this is be impeccable with your words. So some of you need to start saying things that you mean what you say what you mean. And impeccability of the word can lead you to personal freedom, success, and abundance. You can attain the kingdom of heaven from this one agreement. Be impeccable with your word. And I'm also hearing that you need to start speaking more positive things over, because if you start every sentence out with I can't, or it's not going to work, or I'm broke, if you start saying these things, those are affirmations. Just like I am rich, manifest money for you. Saying I am broke, I am ugly, I am not capable. When you say those things, they do the same thing, because you're speaking it over you. So, and this is funny, because if you look at my other video, I literally just pulled out the same ones from my very first live. I'm literally the same message. I just brought out the same message. This is, don't make assumptions, because if you've ever heard of the 4 agreements, Don Miguel Ruiz, I encourage you to go. It's a 100-page book, so if you're not a big reader, let's see if I can get him. Hello, little birdie. Oh, he flew away. There's a little birdie. He's right over my shoulder. So I'm hearing, don't make assumptions. Be aware of unconscious assumptions that you were having. Sometimes you're assuming the worst in people, is what I'm hearing. And never judge a book by its cover, because you never know especially because angels work through people. So if you're assuming things, we all know what assume means, right? You can't assume the worst either, is what I'm hearing. Assumptions are made so fast and unconsciously, because most of the time because we have agreements to communicate this way. we've agreed that it is not safe to ask questions. We have agreed that if people love us, they should know what we want or how we feel. Let me know if that resonates with you in the comments, because sometimes we don't share what we need. And if we shared what we needed with people because of pride, sometimes we don't share because of pride. We're so afraid of what people will think of us, and I've played that game my whole life. And I'll tell you, you could be the best person in the world. You could have everything. You could be the most helpful person in the world, and somebody's gonna have a problem with you. That's because that's the dynamic that's set up. So when you start thinking about it that way, you'll stop worrying about what other people think of you, because if people are drawing conclusions about you, then that shows you the depth of who they are. Oh, I got a neighbor. Oh, she's gonna come over and say hi. You can't base your life on the conclusions people make about you. I feel sad for those people because they're missing out on a lot. They're missing out on a lot of goodness and a lot of fun because they have this fear. And if they're judging you, most likely they judge themselves 20 times harder. So I know those people are just stuck in a never-ending revolving door that keeps hitting them in the backside. I've been judged most of my life. I'm never good enough for anybody, but I am good enough for me. Let me know in the comments if you're good enough for you, because that's all that matters at the end of the day, is being good enough for you. Having inner strength. You gotta draw on that lion. I'm hearing that. It's the eye of the tiger. It's the king of the fight, rising up against our rivals. Yeah, I'm old. My older ones know that song. Now I've got the whole song playing. Dun, 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 dun. Oh. Right now you guys are going, I'm hearing there's a few of you out here going through a spiritual awakening right now. So it's a time of release, and we're just starting summer. So you've got to release the things that no longer serve you. Got to release things that no longer serve you. Don't hold on to those things, because I just said it earlier, and this will be on replay if you so choose to go watch it. If you want to hear some messages, if these are resonating with you, because that's how the divine gets messages out, and has people like me just pop up on here randomly and just share messages. So if you're going through spiritual awakening, it means you're doing things differently than how you used to do them. It's important to change. Change is a big thing people don't like, but it's inevitable. We're always changing our hair color, changing the way we dress, changing the way we act. Nobody's bound to their past unless you want to keep holding on to it. But I don't look at my past as mistakes that ruined everything, because if you don't go through the mistakes, you're not going to learn the lesson to bring the blessing. So you go through mistakes. I find it sometimes it's just a clearing. That's how spirit clears things. And if you're definitely in a situation you're not supposed to be in, if you're around people you're not supposed to be around, if you're at a job you're not supposed to be at, that's when the tower falls. That's when you make a mistake and all of a sudden you got fired, or all of a sudden your boyfriend cheated on you or something like that. And I used to take those things really personal, and now I know that they're divinely guided, because I was in a whole country. I was so far off my path that I was supposed to be in Hawaii, and I was all the way over in Europe. That's how far off path I got. So think of the mistakes in your life that you're having as that they're gentle nudgers to go on a different path. Have you ever lost something, then all of a sudden you gain something awesome? If you, like I said, you lose that job, well, the job you hated anyways. You complained about it every day. It was a soul-sucking job that took the life out of you. And even though it's not fun to get fired, I bet once, because that happened to me, I lost a job. I got fired for no reason. Personality. You're not supposed to be able to get fired for your personality, but I was, because they just made up things so they could get me fired. And once, because I would not quit. That's how the divine does it, because I was supposed to leave. A gen lover, I don't know what that is. My comments are very very different today. So anywho, Dilly, once I lost that job, a lot of blessings opened up for me. So I encourage anybody who's listening right now, that where am I from? Well, I was born in Texas. You guys are not speaking my language in there, so I'm gonna just keep on with the message, because this is how I get off track. And see, and then my message, my word of what I came out here for did not go through. So if somebody out there has lost a job or is sad about a job that they did not get, but the divine's rejection is your protection. Hold on a second. So anywho, let me know how that resonates with you guys in the comment section. I'm just sharing some divine messages of love, light, and faith for the ones out there who are not playing on this live, but they are actually here because they see my channel and they need some love and light from the divine, because I am a divine messenger. And I like my sun hat. It says sunshine on it. See? Divine agrees with me. Individuality. Birds of a feather flock together. So it's important that you know everybody's got their own path. You can't soar with eagles if you're chilling with pigeons. Can't soar with eagles if you're chilling with chickens, because chickens can't fly. Some of you don't know the mighty bird that you are. You don't know. You're not tuning into that beautiful energy that you have. You're letting chickens who can't even fly tell you about the highest mountain out there. That doesn't make any sense because they can't fly, so they've never gotten to the highest mountain. I'm hearing Lakshmi's around you too. That's one of the goddesses. One of the goddesses of abundance. She wants to let you know change is here too. And I'm seeing that tiger again. And I'm hearing Eye of the Tiger. So like I've been seeing a lot of butterflies while I've been sitting here chatting with you, and a lot of tigers. Lakshmi showing up with the lotus flower is pretty cool. That tells me that abundance is on the way. So for all the haters out there, you can continue to hate, because I am very divinely protected, and there's a few of you tuning in right now that need to know this too. You're very divinely protected, and you just have to let the haters hate. Katt Williams said, you gotta have an M and F and hater. They're free publicity. You don't even, they'll go and share your name, get your name out there, and the ones that matter will look into the story that they're telling and confirm that it was a lie. So don't let haters get to you. They're just fans. Biggest thing is you need to surrender with love. Surrendering with love is so important, because a lot of us surrender, but we surrender with resentment, and that ends up causing blocks in your abundance. So it's not that your prayers aren't getting answered, you're just allowing the energy to get blocked with nonsense. Just like I blocked the other person because he was speaking foolishness and nonsense. And that's how you surrender with love, is you don't react to it. Don't feed into it. You just observe with love. Love and faith. And stop trying to force things right now. Forcing things has got you to where you are right now. And I just saw 3330, and that's 333. I just saw 3333. That's a message of the Ascended Masters being around. I keep seeing hummingbirds too. If you've been seeing hummingbirds, that's definitely a sign that your angels are around you. Hummingbirds are very spiritual creatures. They're also a sign of passed over loved ones. I'm hearing somebody's auntie is here too, because I'm a psychic medium as well. I'm a woman of all different hats. I'm a reverend. I'm a Reiki healer, and I'm a psychic medium. But I'm hearing somebody's auntie here, Auntie Charlene. So let me know if that's for you. Like, I have a few aunties here. Auntie Charlene, Auntie Rose, Auntie Carmen. they're telling me that it's like they're from a couple different people, so they're not all tied together. One is saying something about their Mazda, like that got stuck in the mud in the 80s. I don't know, let me know if that's your message, because I literally just heard that, and it was apparently a funny story. So if that's your message, you will know something about getting stuck in the mud in the mountains, the Mazda. And this other auntie is coming in with her sister, and they're showing me all these mountains. I don't know if it's about climbing mountains, but I feel like you guys went camping together when you were younger. I'm hearing Uncle Bob. And then I'm seeing La Bamba. And I'm seeing this big old sombrero. And then they're showing me like the Texas State Fair, so I don't know whose message is. You have some ancestors dropping in right now, sharing some memories. I'm hearing Grandpa Steve is here too. Grandpa Steve, and he's showing me a black cat. What else do you want to know? He knows that you're grieving. This Grandpa Steve he knows that he's showing me this tree that's bare, and that he knows you have a lot of grief since he's passed. And he's also showing me that you were cut out of a will. So maybe that's the aunties, because I feel like some aunties cut you out of your will. So if you have a Grandpa Steve, Grandpa Mike, there's two of them. Check into that, because you might be cut out of something that you were supposed to be a part of. 1 second, guys. Sorry about that. Yeah, they're showing me a lot of grief. And I'm hearing that song, What a Wonderful World. Thy blue skies are blue, red roses too. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yeah, I feel like on the other half, if you lost somebody and you've been going through a bunch of stuff with your family, that's coming to an end. It could have been years. I feel like this has been, like, I'm hearing decades that this has went through. You're about to get a glorious conclusion to it. Things are about to come out in your favor. So don't give up right now, because you've just been going through tests, and it's almost like the universe has not let these people get caught up yet, because they have been doing this for many past lifetimes. So they had to get so much evidence on them this lifetime that it's unmistakably, they can't get out of it this time because they've gotten out of it before. My name is Reverend Jess Intuitive Angel Healer. Thank you. I appreciate you. I just thought I would put the trees in the background, and it's very peaceful on the deck here. I know that's what most of you guys out there need, is peace. You don't need somebody to give you the answers. You just need peace. And that's what this conclusion is going to be of this family matter. Let me know if that's your message, if that resonates. Hello, Beliza Perez. I feel like you're going through trying to stay grounded. I hear people are pushing your buttons. They're testing you. And this triggers something in your inner child, because people have been trying to shush you all of your life. So that, just know to stay grounded and don't react to people. That's a big thing I'm hearing. I hope you're still on here, because I just got this message. It's for Beliza. Sorry, I'm saying your name wrong. I feel like people are trying to distract you with your anger, or or trying to confuse you so that you will react. Don't react, because that just gives them energy. I'm hearing the chains are being broken off of you, and you're learning how to, it's like harnessing all this spiritual energy to not react to people. Because it's just a pattern of having to react because you were around a bunch of narcissists that they fed off your energy, and the more emotional reaction they got from you, the more powerful they were. So don't do that. That's my biggest lesson I've had to learn, is not to react to people. Hello, little birdies. And you gain so much more power back when you don't react to people. Because karma is going to make them trip and fall. I just saw 4333. The Ascended Masters are definitely here with us right now. Definitely hear that some of you need to have an energetic clearing. So you need to clear some people out of your energy. I'm here. Oh, can we get you? No, you're camera shy? Camera shy. 4404. The angels are definitely here with you if you've been seeing 444. I was out here the other day and I had a chipmunk. I'm on like this 10th floor, and I had a chipmunk all of a sudden come out, and I turned around and he came out, and I was looking at him, and I tried to get a picture of him, and he didn't want me to get a picture of him. It was funny. It was very divine synchronicity, and I feel like when that happens, it's an angel, because angels work through people and animals. The divine always works in mysterious ways. Next message is about gratitude, and I'm seeing a bunch of red roses. Have gratitude for where you are, who you're with, even if they're not the people you want to be with, because sometimes the best lessons are learned by the people that you don't want to be around, that you don't. Everybody comes into your life as a lesson, a blessing, or both. They're supposed to help you spiritually grow. That's one thing we need to know, is that we need to spiritually grow. Stop being stuck in the past. I keep seeing change. There's a big change coming in for some of you. Lots of change. I feel like some of you are going to get like the blessing of a lifetime coming in, and you don't even know it, because you just keep on showing up every day. That's the biggest thing, is showing up. Showing up even when it's hard. If you guys get a chance, go check out my other page, Prophetic Ministry of Light. That's where I am a ordained minister of. I created it as an interfaith church. All are welcome. We don't practice religion. We practice connecting to the divine light. It's not woo-woo or anything like that. It's just connecting with all the different faiths that are out there. There's not just one. Even though the world makes you think that there's only one, there's a whole bunch of stuff that we don't know, a whole bunch of mysteries. You gotta be open to the mysteries, though. If you're open and you face things with an open mindset, you can experience gratitude in the smallest things. Let me know how this is resonating with you guys, beautiful souls. I'm hearing this is all about staying in the divine flow. I keep hearing stop forcing things. A lot of you have created the space that you're in currently because you force things. And that's why sometimes when we force things, it falls down. It doesn't, we have to rebuild it again. Because if you're living in something that was forced, even if it's a relationship, I hear people, I love him and I'm gonna make him be with me. Well, at some point that's gonna unravel, because you can't force anything. And if you force something, it's not supposed to be. It's not divinely guided. So don't force things. And if you're forcing something, that's your number one indicator it's not meant for you. Because if it's for you and it's in the divine flow, it seamlessly comes in. But a lot of times we want what we want, and we try to force it into our lives. And the divine, it feels like it's untangling that and dropping it out of your life, because you can't see your past lives that you had before, that this was all, you did the same thing. So that's when you have a drastic moment, a drastic tower fall in your life. That's probably why it wasn't meant to be in the first place. See, there's wind kicking up. If it's divine protection, you'll understand later. You don't understand in the moment why things didn't work out the way you wanted them to, but it always circles back around and you'll always understand. I'm seeing a bunch of dolphins and an ocean. Dolphins are a sign of being in the flow, joy, happiness, integrity, I'm hearing, and sharing space with one another. It's like your inner circle is what I'm seeing. And dolphins have telecommunication. Maybe some of you need to go sit by the ocean, clear out your thoughts. Because we only have one life, and we're not like a cat, we don't have 9 of them. And once this one's gone, you don't have nothing left. I mean, at any moment, any one of us could have this life taken. I've had friends that I didn't even get to say bye to because they just woke up one day and they were not there. So that's when you start having gratitude for every moment that you have, because you may not have the next moment to share. There are plenty of cancer patients that just were living their best life, and then all of a sudden they woke up in cancer. They woke up, people woke up, lost their mom. I'm hearing we need to have more gratitude for what we have. We can always pray for the things we want, ask for it. But don't focus so much on that making your life complete, because sometimes we focus so much on things, circumstances to make us complete. And that's not how it works. I've been in so many different circumstances, and you can always laugh. I always say you gotta laugh, if not you're gonna cry, and I've cried too much in my life, so I'd rather smile and enjoy the small things. Doing things like being able to get on a live chat with people, share love. I think it's pretty cool. I'm an ordained minister. I wake up every day wondering how I can serve people, how I can help. It's not how much money you can give someone. It's giving somebody a moment of happiness, health. Have you ever just had somebody pop up and just make you smile when you're in your worst day? That's a gift. It's a gift from the divine that I'm happy to have. I'm happy that I can get up and share my love and light as my job. It's what I do. What do you do for a living? I make people smile. I make people want to go for their dreams, manifest their life. That's a pretty cool job. I'm hearing somebody's Grandma Mabel is here. Grandma Mabel. And I'm seeing Texas. Some of you called her Mima. I'm hearing May May too. So it's like that's how my gift works, is spirit brings, they come in like droves. Sometimes they're all related, sometimes they're just, if you've ever seen Ghost and Patrick Swayze, where they're all in their room and they're just waiting to talk with their family members. And Whoopi Goldberg is the medium, 5505. That's kind of how my gift works. So I just say the names and the impressions that I get, because I don't know who's on the other side of the screen watching. All I know is I want to share the messages, but I'm hearing Grandma Mabel and May May and Irene are coming through. And I'm seeing a girl in a white hat and like a white dress, and it's like an Easter. And you're holding yellow flowers. That's a memory that she's showing me. Another one is they're showing me bluebonnet picking, like picking bluebonnets. That's the state flower, I believe, of Texas. And I just said Texas a while ago, so I'm hearing North California and Detroit as well. And then they're showing me a carousel. And that thing at the park. What is it? It's like a carousel. You spin around on it. So I feel like they took you to the park when you were young. I'm hearing you. Their main message is that you've got to make sacrifices, but make the right sacrifices. So don't sacrifice your joy for things that don't need your attention. Somebody needs to hear that right now. It's like the partner that you're with makes you sacrifice your joy. They don't like your partner because they're abusive, like verbally. They don't say nice things to you. But they're trying to help. That's why you're going through the spiritual awakening. They're trying to help you. I'm hearing Acapulco too. And now I'm seeing Wizard of Oz with Dorothy in there running through the field of flowers. And they all fall asleep because of the pollen in the flowers. Let me know if this resonates with you, because again, these are spiritual impressions that I'm getting, and it's being triggered by someone's memory out there that's connecting with this live. They're showing me these ships in a bottle. I'm hearing an uncle too, like if you had an uncle that had those ships in a bottle, like the 80s or 90s, and they had them on a shelf. I'm hearing Follow the Northern Star. And I'm hearing Guiding Light. So they're showing me one of those big lamp towers, like the searchlight towers in the ocean that guide the ships along. They're saying to let go, and if you've seen a bluebird lately, that's a sign that they're around you. I'm hearing let go of things that make you not feel confident. And they know that you're really upset over their passing. And lately you've been really upset missing them. This uncle keeps coming in. I'm hearing Uncle Ray, Uncle Todd, Uncle Bebo. They know that you were stripped of, like, I'm seeing this tree and it's bare, so it's like your family. Again, there's a lot of family dynamics of them taking what was supposed to be yours. Just know that it's turning around for you, though. And I'm hearing just keep praying for what you need. The divine's doing the rest. I'm going to wrap this up because I'm seeing I've been on here about an hour. And I'm seeing these hummingbirds. So if you see hummingbirds, bluebirds, or blue jays, that's a sign that there's family members around you and they're helping clear out things. You're going to get divine justice from things that aren't going your way. So hang in there, don't give up, and embrace your spiritual awakening, because it's helping you. It's like shed all this. It's like you've got 20 blankets, 20 coats on top of coats, and that's what's making you so tired and weak. You gotta shed this extra weight, and that comes with shedding the guilt, the betrayal I'm hearing, and just negative stuff from the past. If you keep shedding it, you're gonna start feeling freer. You're about to get super blessed, so don't give up, don't give in, and keep doing what you're doing. You're on the right path. I hope that this message helped you guys today. I'm sending so much love and light. I'll go ahead and finish out with a prayer. Archangels, dear God and archangels, divine source, please help whoever's watching this live feel better today. Release the guilt, the mental anguish upon you, and help them to feel loved and know that their prayers are being answered. And so it is. Amen. Love and light, beautiful souls. Go check out my prophetic ministry of light, and then you can also I'm about to have a live there on Sunday, so you can go click the bell so you can get notified when it comes on. Love and light, beautiful souls.